Alright, fine. We'll play Doki Doki Little.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to BuckLyfe.
Hey guys.
I'm Nate.
I'm Steven.
Welcome to this Doki Doki Lit Club.
Woohoo! Okay, full context.
I'm gonna turn that music down a little bit.
I didn't play this it was 2 winters ago. I had some severe pneumonia. It's you.
BuckLyfe. I'll take it seriously for now.
Yes.
Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. And already the dog's knocking shit over. I overslept again.
Oh, wait, I have to be a voice. You can be Sayori.
But I caught you this time. You wanna be me?
No.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, NATO.
Look at that pout.
I know, she's like... Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. You know what's hardest is talking like myself.
Yes, just be yourself for yourself.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to... Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. So, I know nothing about this game.
I know.
Other than
I haven't seen all of it, but I definitely know, like, dude.
I know there's like a really dark, depressing twist, and I know there's a couple. It's like I know it's not all happy-go-lucky dating simulator.
It's
garbage.
It starts off. Hey, just play it as it is, friend.
As we draw near,
spacebar to skip to.
I guess. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, NATO, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I?
She's forgetting how to talk.
I don't know.
I'm feeling responsible now.
That I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime titties. I was talking about how I'm worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college, because you're a fucking loser. Happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is...
No education, something else, or training.
No
education, employment, or training.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll keep looking at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
I just said no.
Yeah,
promises.
I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself be lectured by such a... Oh, that's me. Why do I let myself be lectured by such a carefree girl?
My inner voice is very manly indeed.
More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to erase her mind at least a little. Ease her mind at least a little bit. Oh, bit of a slip there.
Neuralizer.
Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. So for some reason, in the middle of class, all I said was clubs. Everyone's staring at me like I'm a freak. You can be every other voice. I'll just be me.
Okay.
And the narrator.
Okay.
I think that'll be fair.
Fine. There we go.
I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Dig deep.
Now you're Sayori this time.
Wait. What was her voice again?
Hello. I don't know. Fuck it, dude.
Hello?
I did like 6 different voices. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Look around and realize I'm the only one left in the
I'll do
classroom.
my stereotypical.
Thank God, otherwise someone would have heard me retort clubs by myself.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Tee.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club. I don't even know what it is.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club, so I do know what it is.
Poof, poof.
Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the Anime Titties Club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway? I just want to see me some titties.
Well, I can show you my titties. I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? If there aren't any cupcakes, I
Yes!
swear to God.
Let's go.
Whoosh. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. There's nobody there.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting
Oh,
you.
she's saucy and she's got a blush going too. I like her.
Sayori always says nice things about you. You're better, boy. Way to kill the atmosphere.
We're just gonna sit around and talk about our vaginas and stuff.
Ah, Nato, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
I stare dejectedly at the ground because I don't remember her name. Pause. Alright, far sniffer. You can go hang out with the kitties. We're gonna hang out with the kitties. Okay. Nice. I do like the music. Did we say this line?
Welcome to the club.
What's her name? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you yelling at? If you want to say something, just say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
He's like hunched over, like hiding his boner.
Natsuki.
What did I do?
Natsuki. That voice may need to change.
Yeah, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
You ruined my appearance. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I like that she has like a sultry, like a pinup girl voice, but
Yes.
she's really timid and bookish.
Yeah. Thank you for noticing the subtleties of my voice.
You're welcome. I'm gonna dissect it. Well, it's nice to meet both
I do
of
think
you.
Natsuki might be my finest work. Though.
I think so too.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, right? I need to like lock in a voice for Monica. What do you think? Don't do your red chocolate. I can't do it.
That's right. No. That's right.
That is right.
That's right. That's correct. Mike Wazowski. I don't know. Just a straight.
Okay, I'll just be
middle
like,
of the road.
Okay. Pressure.
I don't know.
That's right.
That's not bad.
It's great to see you again, Nato.
Yeah, she can be super perfunctory.
Yeah,
and
we
like,
go, yeah.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league and with an ass that don't quit. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Nato. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica.
So thank God. Hide my awkward erection.
I'll get the cupcakes.
Good luck.
What was her voice again?
She's like, hey!
I can't even remember.
I made him. I'll get him.
I can't. Go ahead.
I'll do it. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
I need to watch it back so I can see what the voice I did for her was.
I know.
It was a little excessive. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
It was like high pitched and just really loud.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
Fucking love her voice. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
That's good.
Ta-da!
She's like, say.
Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I didn't realize it was this kind of game.
It is.
The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute!
Kawaii!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Mike was asking. Just hurry and take one. She's constipated.
Yeah.
She's constipated.
She always sounds like she
yes.
has to poop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite.
So there's a joke there.
Yeah.
Icing on the face, but go on.
Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thanks, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me?
Oh God!
It's not like I have to poop or anything.
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything?
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for, you. Dummy.
Alright,
Okay,
jeez.
She won't be that constipated.
I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. She's always a little bit strained, I guess.
Yes.
Or like...
Yeah.
We've always met that person. Hey, how you doing? Whoa! Whoa, Jesus
Chill out,
Christ.
psycho.
Yuri returns to the table, carrying a seat. She's like, yeah, Natsuki, how the hell are you? She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess?
Hee, don't let yourself be intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
I am not a robot.
That's not. Why is she getting lower?
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might be not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club? She'll just be my voice.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
She's just like...
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But if that makes school events like the festival that much more important, I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Nato, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading and making solid innuendos. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
I see foreshadowing.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once.
I read that as read. I need to start reading a book.
I read the horror book once.
I read horror book once.
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Do say it out loud!
Get that back. Fine.
She's like, haha, dumb bitch.
Hee, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Except her voice.
Except her fucking voice.
Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you could set an example for it and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Ellipses.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read it. She doesn't talk that much.
No, I know.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yay, let's do it!
She's the only
She's
one.
a valley girl.
Yeah.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Nato?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
Out of my titties!
I never said I would join this club! Sayori must have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought. Neil?
They all shrink. You all? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Lit Club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess?
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Nato,
Suppresses a belch.
I look forward to seeing you and how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me.
Find out.
Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Nato, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Oh, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for her clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
It's all you, man.
I'm gonna reset the camera. And then write this fucking poem, dude. I'm gonna write the best poem to make them so moist. They're gonna be sliding out of their chair. Alright. Let's see who I can
The
bag.
music's intoxicating.
It is really good. Okay.
Who do you want to bag is the question.
I haven't decided yet.
So this is you. You're writing. You're
Wow,
writing.
depression?
Wait, if you hover over it, do that. No.
Wait, where's Monika?
She's not here. She's the president.
I'm gonna do infinite.
Oh.
Infinite suicide?
Infinite suicide! This death
Just write
metal.
like a, yeah.
Infinite ocean.
Ocean. I guess we'll go with the water theme. Waterfall. Peaceful contamination. Secretive, fluffy, scars, cheer, bunny, calm. Friends, melody, anxiety, amazing, despise, question, jumpy, aura, meager, or nibbable. Melody. Whisper shopping, vivid journey, breathe, explode, extreme, vertigo, Doki Doki, or infallible. What does Doki Doki even mean? I mean, I'm not gonna pick it, but if you could look that up for me.
What does Doki Doki mean?
I don't understand.
Let's do Journey. Milk, lucky, chocolate, cute, summer, fear, family, whistle, beauty, or disaster. Like the summer. Uncanny, determination, climax, memories, Valentine, bliss, color, philosophy, flying bubbles.
Doki Doki refers to the sound. It's like a Japanese, onomatopoeia
Oh, okay.
of a heartbeat.
Oh, got it.
Doki.
Got it.
Doki Doki.
Massacre, heart, analysis, swimsuit, skirt, electricity, blanket, sensation, strawberry kiss.
I like those 3 words together.
A sensation of a strawberry kiss, lust. Intellectual, sugar, agonizing, heartbeat, prayer, rose, shame, party, death. Melancholy, hair, sing, parfait, headphones, raindrops, hope, skipping time together.
I was like, how did you just read that?
Tears, nature, fun, romance, empty, forgive, vanilla, music, treasure, cry. Sticky, atonement, jump, incongruent, dark, spinning, cage, destiny, love, playground. Kawaii, misfortune, broken, pout, hop, wrath, sadness, starscape, shiny ribbon. Imagination, poof, bed, existence, comfort, vibrant, eternity, unending, pure.
How do you not choose poof?
Games. Excitement.
Jiggle. And that's giggle.
I was gonna say. Anime. Nightgown. This poem went in a really weird direction.
Hi again, NATO. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha.
No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, NATO. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like, he deserves any slack. That's a good voice for her. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too.
That bitch.
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Oh, shit.
Really gave her a personality.
Yeah.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom.
Clubroom, but yeah. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Nato always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work even without me asking.
Oh, she's stupid now.
Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Oh, that's so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh, shit.
It's only day 2. How come? You and Nate can become good friends, too.
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just
They're all coming into their own characters now. Oh ho! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? Hey, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place.
Second of all, you got tickle bitties.
So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
Back to being a saucy bitch.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. We're back in the same place. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this?
Maybe read the book that you just got?
Yeah, I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna have a really lame... We're gonna probably seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? I mean, you're in here, Sayori. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
Definitely you.
That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with some of the most fun thing ever, no one will ever come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Always.
What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. I'm volunteering her.
Yeah.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Oh god.
Here, let's do. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry.
Me too,
Anyway,
sister.
we need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! Whoa!
It's actually really close.
I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
Oh yeah. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know?
No, fuck that.
You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
That's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Hey? Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? I should not be having this conversation to someone. I oversleep like a motherfucker.
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Hey? Look!
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Ah!
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair.
Do it.
Trying to straighten it out.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
This is really hard. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair.
I thought you said it because I read it wrong, but you were just like, you hit it really hard.
Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But no one would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Wow, I'm just ripping this poor girl apart. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh my god.
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Ugh. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh god.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this.
I don't want to be this guy.
Aren't
He's
you?
kind of a dick.
It's pretty much you.
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest.
Ooh.
Does this even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Oh! Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bad.
Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you'll look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. Very graceful.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things. We just literally ripped her to shreds.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
So she just got a lisp now.
Yeah.
Only if you focus on getting to bed early.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning?
Oh, jeez. You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I wasn't joking that time.
I was joking that time.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Nino, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
La 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 la. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yes. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?
Give you backup vocals. Oh. Okay, come on. Who are you gonna share your poem with, dude? I enjoy your whistling, but pick someone. Oh, you.
What? She's gonna be the nicest about it.
That's fine. It's your game. Go ahead.
I start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Nato. That's you.
Hi, Nato. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled
This is
in.
a very uncomfortable hand position.
Yeah.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ahaha. Don't worry, Nato. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think it's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
Sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall.
It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of my meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So, what did you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, like I just did. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Yeah. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
It's pretty good advice.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Ellipses. Ellipses.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading.
Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
I hate it.
Okay.
Yeah, just... That steaming pile of shit!
This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Oh, ouch. So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice?
She's losing her sultriness.
I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands.
Yeah, just stay in character.
Yeah, come on. Focus. What's my motivation? Getting it in.
Okay.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right,
Better.
It's just that there are specific writing habits that that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes.
Just like my voice acting.
Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
We gotta stay monetized, alright?
Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part.
Together!
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things.
Like butt stuff.
I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Ellipses.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I like them longer. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Oh, shit.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Something without as much bondage. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, NATO.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
You're not just a fucking idiot.
But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to the ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. Jeez. You didn't want me to have to do
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, NATO.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. But I think I understand you better than a lot of other people do. You know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a NATO poem! And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Oh, Jesus. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori, Steven.
I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, it's like I said before, Nato. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people can do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Alright, zip. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee hee.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love it.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get off pranking.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best. And
yeah.
Oh, sorry. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
I guess I look forward to it.
Bye. Okay. Well, it's like what I expected for someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
And I gotta go little kid with it. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Sigh.
I really want to
Well,
get smacked.
anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. Peoples can try. But that's about it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks our writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated.
That was a little bit longer than I anticipated.
It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Lisa. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out all nice. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
Damn.
Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Nato did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me.
I farted.
Excuse you. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Nato liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Ho ho ho. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. I don't like that. That's not what I meant. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Nato appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself...
Does it stink?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. If I was full of myself,
I just have to say, you're not one to comment on farts.
I know, my bad.
You don't
It
get to
was
comment on my fart.
Mine are worse. I farted too. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what?
You know what this bitch just said?
I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as NATO started showing up.
Oh shit.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Oh,
Uh-oh.
about time, Jesus. You're up.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
NATO. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. And if she could get herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that one to her, NATO. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, NATO? Wow!
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oh, tits. I have a feeling it's going to be more important than I think.
Totally my type too. Good job.
You're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all.
Wait, did I side with Yuri?
Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. You picked Yuri.
I understand. Yuri,
Eh?
you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I did notice that I'm sorry. Boo. But
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out.
If anyone's looking for a voice actor.
On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair.
So you like jazz? Sorry.
Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. Not true. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, NATO. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So...
Eh? What thing did Natsuki say? Oops.
Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea.
Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
NATO, how about you? I'll say that to myself. Yeah, I'd say the same.
I'm sorry.
It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. But then you're like, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination.
NATO, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Hey, what do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Nato, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's,
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yo, but no, okay, do you have a goal? Do you have a goal in mind here?
No, not really.
Okay, you get like special one-on-one time with a girl. Not that kind of special, but like.
Okay. All right. So if I pick like fancy words.
Yes. And dark. She's like dark. So I would just pick like a tone or tragedy would probably be for her. Whoa. Analyze.
Existence.
Death.
What, really?
No. Maybe. Who knows? Whoa, what? Unending. Tenacious. Unrestrained. Extraordinary.
No, graveyard.
Kitty! Variance. Destiny. Contamination. Climax.
Effulgent.
Swimsuit. Nice. Parfait. Aura. Sticky. There's some words that are just better than other words.
It's true, no matter what you're trying to do. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Nato.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option.
Wow! I give up. Don't make me feel so guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Nato to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Damn.
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ha ha ha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Whap!
Oh, shit.
Wow, did you... Cha!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... A cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. Ah ha 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 ha. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ha ha ha. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it.
Sayori
rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth.
I bet my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks so really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Oh my god. Jeez.
Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Aw, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her.
Aw.
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's the Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Jesus.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me.
Never mind.
Never mind that.
Sorry.
What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. Super heavy flow. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
What is this adult conversation that
I
they're
don't
just
know.
like, I'd also look forward to hearing your piano? Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, NATO.
Monica smiles sweetly.
Quink.
I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you've got 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as he does show, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Foreshadowing.
Yep.
Ha ha ha.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Nato?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Like, I imagine you're the Fonz next to a jukebox. You're like, hey, don't worry about it. You're hot.
Yeah, you got nice boobs.
Well,
Great.
I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped in the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's a big word. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to.
Oh, mama.
Oh, mama.
That's a big word.
It's just something that I'm not used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I'm distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It'd be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she was reading from my book instead.
So sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. I'm sorry. I mean... I'm blushing.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Oh, she's looking.
Oh,
Are you
sorry.
ready
Eh?
to turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a
You see
second.
her eye turn
Yeah.
to look at us?
Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Ah, that's okay.
She
You're-
smiled.
You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer.
You dummy.
It's probably the least I can do,
You handsome dipshit.
since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks.
Trying to give you a boner.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
You remain silent for a moment.
But Nato, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that.
But wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
Ellipses.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Haha. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
Only read it one night! I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up.
Hey!
I make a mental note of where I left off at the book.
And slid it back into my bag.
Hey! It's in my bag. Hey!
I wonder who you're going to show your poem to first.
Well, we'll figure it out next time. Hey!
Oh. Guys, this is Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, I hope you liked the little bit longer episode. I hope you will forgive us for not having posted yesterday. But
I'll let you guys know. This is much needed for us.
yeah,
Like,
we needed a break.
We've been just burning it at like the horror end of the spectrum for like so long.
I just needed a reset.
This is scary, of course. It's gonna get scary, but I mean, it's just nice.
It's fun. I like to read.
All right, guys.
If you guys are enjoying this and are impatient for the next part, check out Buried. Another visual
and we
novel.
played
that we
another-
played.
It has a little bit more choices than this does. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we can pick the girl, but that one has like branching elements that you can choose from. If you enjoy, I mean, that's more like you can just listen to it. You don't
Right.
even have to watch.
No, there's really no visual at all.
It's just the words and then us. So I mean, you can put it on the car, listen to it on the go, whatever you want to do. But guys,
That was a pre-Home Sweet Home one too. So
Yes.
a lot of you probably haven't seen it.
all right,
Go
guys,
check it out.
thank you so much. See you next time.
Bye.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.